What is up, everybody? It's your friend Damian Howard with SEL-Plus, and this is Village Talks. It's a space whereas we are providing an opportunity to hear from some amazing folks that are doing amazing things to support youth outcomes. And today, y'all, to kick this off the right way, I have my friend Bree with Code Your Dreams. Both of us are in a space whereas we are connecting and having conversation with other founders who are tinkering with different tech startups or just doing things to help kids. And I am always so impressed and amazed with the way that Code Your Dreams is positioned as an innovator and leader when it comes to, once more, y'all heard the word innovation and doing unique things that is like super helpful and super even transformative for young people. So with that, Bree, could you jump on in here and say hello to the folks?
Hello. Thank you so much, Damien, for having me on.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, I position these talks to get straight to it. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Bree, to get us going, could you give your bio? Let us know who you are, any interesting tidbits that you might want to share. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so for me growing up, I was always told that I was great at the arts and humanities and not to worry so much about the maths and sciences. So I never developed any sort of STEM identity until I got to college. Saw in the list of majors computer science for the first time. Had never heard of computer science, but decided to take my first class. And while I was amazed by what I learned, it was very clear from day one of the intro class that I was already behind. And I was the only woman in the class. I kept going. I worked as a data scientist in technology at a few different companies after college. And again, I was consistently the only technical woman in the room. So that's why I started Code Your Dreams. We're a nonprofit where we want everyone to be a part of the technology development process and conversations around technology that impacts so many aspects of our lives. So I left my job as a data scientist to do this full time, and it has been so much fun every single day.
I love the fact that you lead with how fun it has been, but as a founder myself, I know some of that fun also comes with some hard things, some tough things that you really have to navigate as you're building your firm. So hopefully we could get into some of that, but to just kind of really build on the why behind why we're here today, this whole village talks concept. I really would love to understand, Bree, from the standpoint of just your experience, the work that you have your hands on right now. What does that concept of village mean to you? How, in any way, does it resonate?
And I love that you say that. I think the concept of village or a community is really the heart of what we do at Coach Your Dreams. I think it means collective responsibility that we can't succeed alone. We need to rise up together. So yes, their code is the first word of Code Your Dreams, but really what we do is community innovation. Our students who are as young as kindergarten are creating technologies that help our communities. So inside our programs, our students are really building within their communities. They're thinking about what are problems that I see every day and how can I build something that solves that problem. So yeah, community is probably my favorite word, and really the heart of what we do.
Wow, I am about to take a selfish moment here and admit, Bree, that I have a 14-year-old daughter who is going into her freshman year. I hear what it was that you said earlier as you were talking about your own experience. You went into computer sciences, and to a large extent, you felt behind. You are a grinder, you are a go-getter. So it doesn't surprise me that you figured it out, even with what some people may have seen as insurmountable things that were in front of you. But again, I have this 14-year-old daughter. And Bree, what I am thinking about constantly is my daughter is going into a workforce that looks massively different than what I entered into when I graduated college. And my mind also says that to a large extent, you know, whatever she enters into is going to help her to have competency, particularly with artificial intelligence and maybe even robotics. So what can y'all do for my daughter? And
Yes.
let me just say one more thing here. She is really taking an interest in volleyball. We're spending so much time, with uh, position coaches, camps, and all of the stuff, right? And I'm like, wait, we got to be thinking like post-secondary, like, profession, and AI keeps coming to mind. So that's my question. Help me, please, Bree. Help me.
I love this. Okay, we have to get your daughter into our Coach Your Dreams program. We actually have a NASA space hackathon coming up in October, and I think she would love it. So I will have to send you that link to make sure that she signs up.
And
Really,
when we publish this, can we also share the link widely with everybody?
absolutely. Absolutely. Really, computer science and technology, it's a tool for our young people to amplify what they love. So I'd love to have your daughter in our programs because it's amazing that she has this love for volleyball that she's developed, and computer science and technology can help amplify that love. We've started doing quite a few sports and coding camps this summer. So we did a wrestling and coding camp. We did baseball and VR. We did a robotics and dance program. And so technology is all around us. What's beautiful is being able to leverage it to make an impact in the spaces that we're really passionate about.
So, building on that concept of village, Bree, I'm literally handing over a magic wand to you right now. So, with this magic wand in your hand, I want you to boop, and when you boop like that, what you're going to do is change one aspect of your business that's going to better position you to really positively impact youth outcomes. What are you doing with that? And then ultimately, what's different?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this answer might be anyone who's in the nonprofit space. I wish we didn't have to worry so much about funding, because then we could create so many more opportunities for our communities. The philanthropy landscape is always changing, so we're always pivoting. And some years funding looks really great. The next year funding might not look so great. So that's probably what I would do with my magic wand because that would then open up so many possibilities.
Brie, I don't know if such is true for you, but what I found to be true for myself, particularly with the nonprofit aspect of my workflows, is that I have I've had like trepidation when it comes to being super forthright, confident, and even bold to talk about exactly what it was that you just articulated. What you admitted is that the problem is pervasive, which means, all of us need help. Well, at least most of us, right? There are some organizations that seem to have this figured out. If you all are watching this and you lead one of those organizations, we need you to come in and bring some coaching. But Brie, I wonder if you could kind of talk about that. What is it about us who are boots on the ground, who are innovators, who have proven solutions that doesn't afford us, I guess, for lack of a better word, the confidence to be super forthright, to be even super aggressive to get in front of these funding needs. Any thoughts there?
It is interesting. I think this is pervasive, especially for grassroots organizations like ours. Because before I started Code Your Dreams, I didn't even know that everyday people like us started nonprofits. I thought nonprofits just existed, and they existed from, these individuals who have a lot of power and connections and capital. But here for us, we, saw a problem. In trying to solve that problem, a nonprofit was created. And so we're coming in without a lot of that capital. And I think there just aren't as many resources available today for grassroots nonprofits like ours. So, how many times have you seen a grant where it says you need over $2 million annual budget, right? So many of those opportunities aren't available for us. And then the smaller grants and smaller opportunities, it's just really hard to get some of those grants and sponsorships. The other thing is for a grassroots nonprofit, we're already so understaffed and under resources because we started from zero, that it is hard for all of our staff to find time to focus on fundraising because, we want to focus on the people that we're serving. And so it makes it hard to find all of that time when you are so understaffed and under-resourced to be able to focus fully on fundraising. Um, I think it does come back to community at the same time. I think we found so much power in community collaborations and coming together, and saying, how can we work together to be able to serve our community? And then it lessens the, I guess, needs on all of our ends so that we are able to still continue to serve our communities and serve our communities better. But yeah, I definitely haven't solved this problem for us, and but you know, one day at a time.
So, Bree, that's so fascinating to me. And when I think of this concept of village and what it is we're talking about right now, right, taking it one day and one step at a time, what we're calling and what we need to call forth are those philanthropists to take those steps and to be a part of this one day at a time journey with us. I think that there's so much power when we think of the village for philanthropy, for the business sector, to be kind of etched in this village in a very committed way. But I think what is gonna require of us, Bree, is a willingness to be a little bit more connected and together to go after grants as collaboratives, right? I just really see the philanthropic field taking a journey in that direction, and I wonder for us leading organizations if we are prepared to reimagine, getting out of our own silos and trying to go after some of this funding with the concept of village in mind. So a lot of fascinating things that you brought to mind, and super excited to potentially even talk offline, right? And think about what could village building and synergies look like. So let's get into it, Brie. I'm curious to know what you might believe and think is the most pressing issue that's facing our young people to date. And in answering this question, I would be interested to know how are you all, in your own unique way, trying to solve for that, and or more broadly, what do you think is the solution to said issue?
Yeah, this is a great question because our young people are facing so many challenges today that young people have never had to face before. I would say purpose and opportunity are two things that are pressing needs that can also help with some of the other challenges that our young people are facing. When we give our young people a purpose, it allows them to become resilient. It allows them to push through the other challenges that they're facing. But of course, purpose needs to be supported by opportunity and giving our young people opportunities to lead, to really go after what their purpose is, what their passions are, and to just continue being themselves, their authentic selves, and growing in a way that, again, is purposeful to them. I think, too, this is definitely central to what we do at Code Your Dreams. Because again, computer science and technology, they're tools for whatever our young people are passionate about. Our vision is really we want anyone to be able to walk down the street, see a problem in their community, and say, I can create a solution for this. I don't need to wait on these huge corporations or institutions to solve problems. I can actually be that problem solver and that change maker for my community. And those tools, it is power to be able to create change for ourselves and for our communities. And we've definitely seen students from a very, very young age really inspire, whether it's inspiring their classmates, their families, their neighbors, and really create lasting change for communities.
Brie, you are such a good storyteller. I promise you, as you were talking, I literally got visuals. And I think excellence in speech, that's what I'll call it, that you have also reminded me that you and I were actually in an incubator together. And it just kind of reminded me of even how I was always amazed that you would give pitches and just the conviction and passion that you have about this product. It's palpable. We feel it. I feel it. Anybody who's watching this and who's made it to this point, I know they feel it as well. So this is amazing. Hey, Bree, what are you most excited about as it pertains to Code Your Dreams? What are you all tinkering with, developing, working on that has you excited right now?
Yeah, so we talked about funding being a challenge for all of us. Something that we've developed is called the Code Your Dreams Hub. Really, we've had so many different partners come to us wanting us to facilitate programs, whether it's at their school, their community center, a library, a correctional facility. But we don't always have the resources and the funding to facilitate all of the programs that we would like to. And so instead, we developed this online platform where anyone can get access to our curriculum. So that's like daily lesson plans, slides, handouts. We have a teacher training program, um, materials for how to start an after school program or summer program, how to find partners, recruit students, etc., so that anyone who wants to start a program like ours can start their own Coach Your Dreams Club. So that's something I'm really excited about because we've already had partners all over the world, from Zambia to Colombia to here in the US, starting their own Code Your Dreams clubs. And these are, again, the best people to solve problems are community members themselves. So to be able to give these resources to community members all over the world to then educate, inspire their students, that is something I am so excited about. And it also gives me the ability to do more travel. So hopefully I'm planning on going to Colombia in October, so just in a couple of months. And yeah, this is something I'm so excited about.
Wow, Brie, I will tell you, I am super elated that you were our first guest because you made this so easy for me. Again, you come with clarity of purpose, but then coupled with a passion, once more, that's palpable, that we all felt. And I'm just super appreciative of you being here with us today. Brie, You thought you were off the hook, but you are not yet. I want to know before you leave if there's any concluding statement or just thought that comes to mind, right? It was a lot that was said, a lot that I should have provided time for you to even further elaborate on. And maybe there's something that's kind of having your heart palpitating right now that you're like, before I leave this space with Damien and before I leave this village talk, there's something I have to say. Whatever that is, Bree, please go ahead and share it out. And also, Bree, I'm going to ask you to let us know where we can find you. What is the best place whereby we can either stay informed and or get informed as far as what Code Your Dreams has going on.
Yeah, well, I'm just so appreciative of this conversation. I loved all of the questions around community and just getting a chance to really think really intentionally about the power of communities. I mean, again, our young people are going through so many challenges. Us as older people are going through so many challenges. And even for myself, community is something that allows me to just push through the day to day. So I'm just really appreciative of this. If anyone's interested in learning more, if anyone has children or wants to be a part of our programs, you can visit codeyourdreams.org. You can subscribe to our newsletter there. And then on social media, we're just at Code Your Dreams.
Well, Bree, this has been fantastic. This is the best kickoff I could have ever imagined for Village Talks. And once more, thank you for your willingness to be here. But more than anything, thank you for your commitment to youth and families and not being afraid to say we have an innovation in mind. We don't have all of the resources, we don't have all of the connections, but gosh darn it, we're going to go for it, right? And it sounds like you all have seen some amazing growth. And I wish you all of the best and crazy success for the rest of 2025 into 2026 and beyond. So once more, thank you, Bree.
Thank you.
All right, all right. So, y'all, that has been our first session of Village Talks. As y'all heard me say a few times there, we had the most amazing guest that I could have ever imagined. As a brief reminder, y'all, the work that I lead is with an organization called SEL-Plus. And we're really looking at, y'all, this app that we're naming Selvi that is individualizing how we as mentor figures can offer support for young people. So I'm so excited about the unique positioning that we have as well in our village, starting here in Chicago and even beyond with this Selvi tool that we're bringing to market. Y'all, thank you for your willingness to watch this entire segment. Any suggestions that you all have as far as us enhancing and upgrading this next time around, we're super open to that. As well, if you want to be a guest, if you have any further ideas, reach out to me, you all. You know how to find me. It's Damian Howard signing off. Peace out, people.